The figures are sobering. Emergency workers face a violent alcohol-fuelled front line, and it's creating a climate of fear for those who answer our 999 calls.
Unfortunately, it's not just outside bars or in people's homes, but people do get assaulted in the rear of ambulances as well.
Manchester paramedic Dan has been kicked and punched by patients and knows colleagues who've suffered even worse.
We've had staff, sadly, who have been threatened with knives, sexually assaulted, staff who have been held hostage, and sadly recently a female paramedic had her arm broken by an intoxicated male. These are serious incidents. Certainly patients that have assaulted me, we've continued their care because at the end of the day they do require treatment, a lot of these people.
5,000 emergency workers were surveyed. 76% of police officers and 50% of paramedics said they'd been injured while dealing with alcohol-related incidents, and 41% of emergency workers had suffered sexual harassment or assault from drunk members of the public, with ambulance staff faring the worst at 52%. Many of those surveyed had their own suggestions for what needs to happen.
There was an overwhelming call from frontline service officers to bring forward closing times to get everybody home earlier after a night out. There was also very strong support to tackle the cheapest alcohol sold in shops and supermarkets, such as through a minimum unit price for alcohol.
The government says assaults on emergency workers won't be tolerated and that it is reviewing strategy to tackle alcohol-related violence. For Dan and his colleagues, it's become a daily danger, an ever-present part of the job. Peter Lane, 5 News.